الله أكبر 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 ولله الحمد. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله العظيم بكرة وأصيلا. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. We begin by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We praise Him and we ask His help and we seek His forgiveness and we seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the evil inside us and from the evil consequences of our bad actions. Whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides, no one can misguide, and whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala leaves to go astray, no one can guide. I testify that there is no God to be worshipped but Allah, and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is the messenger of Allah. Brothers and sisters, my topic today for the Eid Khutbah is on the footsteps of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, ala khuta al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Brothers and sisters, the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam is full of countless examples that shows the status of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam as a role model. The life of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was motivated by the superior morality, by the good work, the good habits, the gentle and amazing personality that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam had, and also with the superior skills that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam had. Brothers and sisters, every single human being on the earth, poor or rich, ruler or ruled, teacher or a student, strong or weak, preacher or mentor, employer or employee. In other words, every single human being on the earth can find the truth of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam's life that can constitute an example for every single person to follow the messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. Verily in the messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam you have the best example. You have the best example of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And some of us might say that it's so hard to follow the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam in a community or in a land that we live in. Some of us might say it's impossible to follow the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam in the land that we live in. But in fact, following the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam in the land that we live in, within our societies here in the United States, it's even easier. It's even easier for many reasons. And I will mention a couple of reasons. We are blessed to live in a country where our identity as American and our identity and as a Muslim can coexist with The second reason is that fundamental tenet of the Muslim believer is to believe in one God is guaranteed and protected by the United States Constitution as the right to freedom of religion. Another reason, brothers and sisters, that our pillars, the pillars of our religion, the pillars that our religion is built upon, does not go against any law or contradict with any law in here of this land. Furthermore, we live in a land where we are free to practice our religion, that we're free to build places of worship, that we are free to fulfill our mission as Muslims. So brothers and sisters, if you look at it, if you look to the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will find a huge contribution of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was named by many scholars and historians the most influential person on earth for that reason, for the reason of contribution. And this is the first sunnah that I want to talk about today. The contribution. As Muslims, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam always encouraged his companions, always encouraged the Muslim to contribute, to do their best in order to perfect what they do. Because if you are a true follower of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you really want to follow the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then you have to do your best. You have to contribute. You have to perfect whatever job that you have. That's the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The concept of contribution and perfection is one of the most important concepts of Islam. And this is the sunnah which should be applied, brothers and sisters. This is the sunnah that it should be applied. Again, if you look, unfortunately, if you look at contribution in the Muslims, in the Muslim societies and perfection, you will see it is unfortunately the neglected 1/3 of our religion. Yet it's the cherry in the tub. It's the blossom of our tree. And if we don't nourish it, we will die. If we don't contribute, if we don't participate in the society that we live in, if we don't strive in order to perfect what we do, we will bear no fruit. We will bear no fruit, brothers and sisters. So if you are a true follower of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then you have to follow the true sunnah of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You have to use the vast amount of knowledge and resources that we have within our communities here in the United States. We have to strive in order to change our current situation. We have to strive in order to better serve ourselves and to serve the communities around us. That's the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that I know. And that's the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that you should know. That Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was an active member of the society. That Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a reformer. That he did everything that he strived sallallahu alaihi wasallam to contribute in the society that he lived in. That he did his best in order to perfect the message. And he urged all the companions, and he always encouraged them to carry out the responsibility of contribution and perfection. So brothers and sisters, really we have to persevere to make the world a better place. And that could be a part of your worship as well. Because ibadah, worship in Islam, is not only